But basically the title is Peekaboo reacts to BlizzCon 2018 plus why add-ons shouldn't be in competitive WoW. So let's take a listen.
During this time period, which I think they should heavily bring back, I really think they should do this, there was no add-ons allowed. Like, you had zero add-ons at all. Like, they need to...
Peekaboo, no cussing, man. We don't want to get slashed on the YouTube algorithm, bro.
To make competitive WoW on PvE side and PvP side, they need to gut the fucking add-ons, because nowadays you can play with like all these DR trackers and all these other things and all these weak auras and all this other bullshit, but at the absolute highest level, like, the game is so evolved now, they need to just like not allow it like on the server. And I think if you saw these world first races and these mythic plus tiers without their add-ons, it'd be a real eye-opener to see who can actually play the game, because this changes everything. Like,
yeah, so why add-ons shouldn't be in competitive WoW? It's almost more like, let's take this a step further. I wonder what it would look like if add-ons weren't allowed in WoW. Period. You know, like League of Legends or Counter-Strike or like a lot of other competitive games, which WoW is an MMO. It's not supposed to necessarily be a competitive game, but it is to some degree, you know, with Race to World First and stuff like that. But what if WoW didn't have add-ons? Like, it was just like Lost Ark has its UI, it has its thing. There is no add-ons. You have to learn the mechanics. You have to think, use your brain, and play the game, right? What if WoW actually just had no add-ons? Like, how would that change who's on the top of the ladder? You know, who's getting world first? Who's getting this? Who's getting that? Like, that would actually be insane. I don't know. Like, like half of me thinks like I love add-ons in WoW, and that it's cool to be able to customize some stuff. The other half of me thinks, what if WoW just added in a few customizable UI options and that's it, and then made add-ons just not a thing anymore? Which this is probably, it's like one of those things that's it's like too far gone. Like, you just can't do that. The add-ons have been a thing since vanilla, so you probably can't even do this. It's more like hypothetical. It's like removing flying. It's like, well, should we have never added it? Maybe, but since it's here, we can't really get rid of it. But anyway, like, if add-ons weren't in the game at all, how would Arena look? You know, how would rating look? With like DR tracking, with kick juking, with things in, you know, mechanics and raids or dungeons. Type 1 in the chat if you would like it better, because it makes it so people really have to be aware of what's happening in the game without an add-on playing the game for them. Type 2 in the chat if you would like add-ons. How it is. 1.5. Like, so what do you mean by that? Are you saying like only cosmetic add-ons, you know, like moving stuff around, like a move anything style thing? Like, it's tricky, right? What if WoW made a standard add-on, like, not an add-on. What if WoW made a standard thing built in that was basically move anything? You could move anything on the screen, right? You could hide or show anything on the screen and move anything on the screen, built into the game. I think another game has this. What game am I thinking of? Another game has this built in. Is it FF that I'm thinking of? I've never played FF. How do I know that? Is there another one? Maybe I was thinking of Elder Scrolls. ESO. I played ESO briefly. Maybe I was thinking ESO. But you can just move everything on the screen. Maybe I'm thinking of ESO, because I've never played FF, but it seems like SWTOR. Maybe I'm thinking of SWTOR. I played that very briefly. Anyway, regardless, what if WoW had that system built in? Like, you can move anything on the screen, hide, show, move anything, so you can make your UI look however you want. But in terms of add-ons playing the game for you, you know what I'm saying? No go. I don't know, man. I don't know. Part of me thinks that might be really good, but I understand that it'll probably never happen.
The comps that become good, what's viable, the game becomes...
The whole metagame shifts, yeah, because with something like Rogue Mage not being able to perfectly time DRs, you have to do it off the top of your head, and you have to count in your head and be like, are things off DR? I think so. Oh, no, they aren't. Like, even the best players are going to mess up those things without DR trackers, without this and that. Like, the whole game is different. The whole game.
Infinitely less scripted, and you cannot track all...
Sorry, I keep pausing, but one more thing. in lands, they didn't allow add-ons until recently. RMP never won a BlizzCon up until recently. Do you think there's a correlation? RMP always did well on ladder, but never did well on LAN up until like 2 years ago or something, 3 years ago. Because RMP is one of those comps where you like need DR trackers and kick trackers because you have to play precisely in order to win. You can't just fucking like randomly, you know, spam buttons and win it. You have to do goes around DRs. And if you can play with add-ons and play really well, RMP is just insane. But if you play sloppy, it's awful. So a lot of the times where I don't see RMP at low ratings, you see it at high ratings, right? Because when you do it well, it's really OP. If you don't do it well, it's really underpowered. But add-ons completely shift that dynamic, right? Like, if add-ons aren't a thing, RMP is just worse. Right? If add-ons are a thing, RMP is just better because you can play it at a higher skill level. You can time everything better.
All this bullshit because the game is so advanced now, and they need to just remove the fucking add-ons in the tournament play. They need to just make.
I like how Peekaboo. This isn't even a question. He's just like, just remove it, man.
Get back to bare bones shit and just go with it because it really makes the people who know what the fuck's going on. It makes them shine. Like, and the other people who just have the 50 alerts going on at all times and can't see their screen, like, it's very different and it's way more.
Look at this chain, dude. Hell yeah.
More entertaining, like, because seeing not picture perfect gameplay is infinitely more exciting than the absolute like, oh, this happens, you know what I mean? It's like it's way fucking better. Way better.
That's actually a really good point. So it's actually not something I thought about. But with add-ons, you can play almost perfect. So when you're seeing two teams play against each other with add-ons, it's like they have a little weak aura telling them what to do, and then the other team has weak aura telling them how to reply to that weak aura, and the weak auras are just pinging, and you're just playing perfect, and you're seeing this like picture perfect gameplay. But I actually like that what Peekaboo just said is like, it's fun to watch mistakes. When you see a team make a mistake due to a lack of information, due to a lack of an add-on, now the enemy team can capitalize on the mistake, and that's how things become less scripted. For example, if a rogue kidney shots quarter DR because he messed the DR up, you know, that happens. That's shitty. It's whatever. But it happens even to the best players, right? It's like, oh man, I messed the DR by like 1 second, especially without an add-on. So if you miss the DR, actually, let me just interrupt myself. To not miss DRs, you leave a longer gap, right? So the DR is 18.5 seconds. If you don't have an add-on tracking it and you're not like a computer genius inside your head, instead of waiting 18 seconds, you're gonna have to wait maybe 25 because you're like, I'm just gonna overshoot it because I don't wanna DR my kidney. Let me just wait 25 or 30 seconds so I know for sure it's off DR. So this time I can actually guarantee it's not off DR. That imperfect play in itself already provides this platform for where PvP becomes more complicated. Because it's not every 18 seconds you're getting stunned. Now the rogue might push it to 25 or 30. But anyway, going back to what I was saying is if you accidentally do DR something, now you have no kidney. Now everything's thrown off the script. Now everything is back to dynamic gameplay instead of, you know, boop, 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 like script back and forth. It becomes like this really dynamic thing that's like, I have to play on my toes and decide what the best thing is to do in this exact moment without just following a predefined script for absolutely everything. So that's like a really good point. Peekaboo.
That's what I think. But I played WoW for a lot of years, so yeah.
I agree with you. All right, are we watching the rest of this? Let's see.
That's how I do it.
Is he reliving the BlizzCon dream, dude? Oh, dude, this is the worst. This is what you don't want to do if you lost. This is awful, man. Peekaboo, it's okay, man. Dude, Peekaboo's gonna be a BlizzCon champion one day. It's gonna be sick.
So I think they should get rid of add-ons in tournament play. Like, I think it'd be great. Like, it'd be so much better. It'd be so much more exciting because it looked more realistic. But I'll kind of skip through this shit. This is game one. We literally are on the stage for 2 series. We win 2 series in a row. One of the biggest things in tournament gameplay in WoW is when you're actually at these LAN events.
Dude, his camera just moved, man. It's tripping me out, but it's still not where mine is, so we're good. Okay.
They give you an SSD or something. So you have to get all your settings loaded onto an SSD, and you're moving around a lot. You're constantly moving setups and PCs. So one of the hardest things to do is feel comfortable on your setup because you're fucking always in a new seat. You're in a new desk height. You're in a new fucking like your leg room is different. You got a lot of cords and
That's actually interesting. I haven't really like thought about that. Like you're constantly needing to feel comfortable. Like I feel really comfortable in my room because I game here all the time. But yeah, like desk height, feet, things, like everything, dude. Even like your macros and add-ons and like scripts and all that.
Wires around you. So you got to figure out how to be very comfortable very quickly. Why the fuck did I start saying that? It's hard to get comfortable on the main stage. Oh, dude! Yes. So,
dude, that was a jump scare. Pika, chill. Holy hell.
Okay.
Gosh.
This is why it's even more fucking annoying we lost the finals, okay? One of the biggest ways to be more comfortable at doing something is by having more fucking seat time, okay? The longer you sit on the stage, the more comfortable you become playing on the stage because you're sitting there for hours, right? You're up there the whole time. Because when you're waiting to play in a tournament, all you're doing is you're sitting backstage, you're hearing the crowd, and you're watching live streams. And everyone is like, the nerves are high, and no one's practicing anymore. Everyone's just waiting to play. So the longer time you have out there on the stage in where you'd be, it's a huge advantage because trying to...
Okay, that kind of actually makes sense. It's kind of like if you're gaming for hours and you're on like a hot streak, you're like 4, 5, 6 wins in a row, you're feeling good, you're like, yo, bring on anybody right now. But if you're just like, you know, just waking up, you kind of log in, it's like first game of the day, you're like, okay, first game, we just lose that, whatever, let's keep queuing it up. Like the person on that hot streak is gonna have a big advantage. Yo, Don Carlitos, thank you so much for that Prime. I really appreciate it.
Go from the backstage after not playing a single series the entire day versus a team that's been warming up and playing on the stage for 3 series, like you're at a pretty significant disadvantage just solely based off of like how long you've been sitting there. You know what I mean? So you'd be a lot more comfortable if you're there. So we've been out there for a while, and then Wasman had to come onto the stage. So that was another big thing too. Because we've been playing multiple series, and it's like, okay, like we're pretty comfortable up here. Like we're ready, like we're chilling. I got my seat right. I got my keyboard right.
Dude, what is this sub alert, man? What is this sub alert? It's right over his forehead. What's going on?
I don't mind looking at the people behind my monitor and shit. Like I'm used to what's going on, and it's like, yeah, it's big. So basically, our whole strat here is like we're trying to kill the warrior and the paladin. We're switching between warrior and paladin because there's no interrupt trackers or anything, and the shaman's bad. We have to stop hexes. So let's skip to like towards the end of this game where it kind of goes down. So basically, like it's pretty back and forth matchup. It's a super high burst damage composition. Warrior shaman, as you guys know, in today's day and age, still does a shit ton of damage and killing you in 2 seconds. And we're playing a very squishy comp of outlaw hunter.
Dude, this is crazy because I'm watching a YouTube video of Peekaboo watching a YouTube video, and then people will be watching my YouTube video of me watching a YouTube video of Peekaboo watching a YouTube video of a YouTube video.
Shaman, like hunters die quickly, rogues die quickly, and you know the burst is instant, so there's not much time to react to it. So we're sitting here. Vince is dying. Carl's caught into a Hodge. Like, we have no turtle, no heal. This man's at fucking 30% versus a warrior with avatar on him. Like, I mean, we could just die right here to a fucking execute crit. You know what I mean? Gets the link off barely. So I'll move the setup. We're on Chaz here. Do we get a...
Let's see it. Dude, I was out in the crowd on this one. Out in the crowd watching this live at BlizzCon. What was this, 2018? That was such a good time. Rooting for Peekaboo, rooting for the boys. Oh man, I remember this like it was yesterday.
Double fear. Carl's full feared. I got a stun on Chaz back here. I'm trying to get some damage to human trinkets.
Damn. Dude, this was so hype, dude.
So we're trying to get a bubble. It's like, well, we got a bop.
Oh my gosh.
So we get the bop here. And Outlaw has the 1 minute 30-second blind. So basically what we're trying to do here, because we know Waz has no trinket, even though he does have parry and shit. Basically, we wait for the bop to fall. I believe I blind Chaz behind the box. We get a Hex Swapsy. So we get blind Chaz, Hex Swapsy. This guy's playing Relentless with the blind short. And his Outlaw, the only way to sap is with Vanish. And then we go Waz here. So we have triple CC setup.
Oh my gosh, he actually, the trip CC. Oh, the pre-parry though.
Die by the sorted right before it happens too. So we had like a 20% damage reduction.
Go with the Vanish sap.
And then off this, I'm looking to sap Chaz off the blind.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing that he's behind the box, and where Waz is standing, he's obviously spamming to heal Waz. So you wait that 1 extra second to give you that 1 extra global of time to where he can't heal him. And then
no
you sap
way.
Him after he starts.
No way. Rosemaster would have never thought of that. No way. No way.
Right there. That 1 second timing is fucking huge because we see him right here.
No. No.
Get him right there, full sap. And I'm back on a Waz. I get him with the DR cheat.
Dude, he's just invincible. You get a full blind sap, hex, and Waz is half
And I start
HP
fucking
still.
screaming in the bottom left like, yo, it's time to kill this fucking guy. Like, he's gonna die here. This is it. We need to go.
Kill him. Dude.
Get DR trap my Vince.
Oh, okay. So it's blind sap, trap, sheer, hex on the swapsy with the stuns on the Waz.
Kick on the swapsy like,
Oh.
Chaz goes to the water bottle drink.
Victory. Freaking victory, man. Oh my gosh.
So we're fucking hyped up here.
Dude, I was out there in the crowd somewhere. Hold on. I was out. Yeah, let's see. Dude, where am I? Hold on. I'm somewhere out here. Is this soda popping? No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably like over here somewhere. I think I'm way in the back. Maybe over here, hanging out. But anyway.
Yeah, we fucking did that. We just beat them. First game of the series. Like, yeah, that's huge. We got the momentum on our side and everything. Like, this is filthy. See, Wiz is on here. Wiz on the sidelines too. Like Wiz, like the fourth guy in the tournament.
All right, man. Well, I don't know. I wanted to react to why Addons shouldn't be in competitive WoW. I think we got that in the first couple minutes. So, are we GG'd? I think we're good. Zarin crowd? Dude, I was there, for sure. Wait, did I miss anything? Did I skip through? I feel like I got, like, what I wanted to get out of this video for why Addons shouldn't be in WoW. GG. Okay.